Hey. Hi, hello. The cat can't call Lisa cute because... Oh shit, I can hear my own voice. This is an unmitigated disaster. Ooh, ooh, thank goodness. Whew, ooh, fixed that in time. Hi, hello. The cat can't call Lisa cute because it's in her chat rules. You're not allowed to call her cute. And even cats have to abide by chat rules. Doesn't mean that the cat will, but he's supposed to. It has been a little bit since I've played Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader by Owlcat Studios, and I've been fiending for it. Something, oh, very mighty. Very, very mighty. And speaking of cats, I actually do have my cat with me. Unfortunately, uh, my microphone doesn't really... What if the cat is an anarchist? Well, then the cat definitely won't follow chat rules. I mean, when do cats usually follow rules anyway? Just because a cat is supposed to follow rules doesn't mean that they will. I might even argue that most cats are probably aligned somewhat toward anarchy inherently. Goodness, the last time I was playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, I do remember, we were going after Caligos Winterscale, who had gone a rogue, just gone completely missing, leaving his own system, his protectorate, the planets that he had claimed in his Rogue Trader dynasty, to rot, to fall into chaos. And we were trying to figure out what the hell his deal was. And it seems like he was in the process of slaughtering a bunch of Eldari, which, to be fair, is entirely within one's legal capacity as a servant of the Imperium. However, he seems to be doing it with... He seemed to be very much going for cruelty. He was destroying their spirit stone. In other words, he was feeding their souls to Slanesh, which... I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting some serious ruinous power warship vibes from this Caligos guy. I think I don't know which of the ruinous powers he worships. Also, I think I've been doing the left-hand law, which means that I ought to go here. But yeah, I don't trust him. I expect that when I find him, he's going to be doing some heretical shit. The forest is alive with the constant rustling of thick leaves and the creaking of wood. It is as if the trees themselves are walking around like lumbering, looming people, but surely it is just a trick of the eye. Plants cannot walk, can they? For generations, the three-eyed monkey have abused the souls of the children of Assyrian for their own petty ambitions. What is that if not evidence of spiritual wretchedness? Called getting finessed, Owlcat. Is the new Chaos War canon in this game Vastor or something? I am not sure. Persephone did everything to ensure that the house served the God Emperor and guided humanity in the darkness among the stars. In her eyes, this goal justified any sacrifice, both among the Xenos and among her own vassals.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Too hard for a simple monkey?
Oh, come on, Owlcat. You know better than that. New Chaos got it. Yeah, I'm not actually familiar with like the up to date Warhammer lore. So I couldn't really tell you. But I wouldn't be surprised. Generally speaking, Owlcat as a studio tends to be pretty good when it comes to lore. Then again, if it's like very new, it's possible that you know, it's come out during the time
It's
when
about time.
Owlcat's writing team was working on the game, and they might have not included it. But there's only one way to really tell. Also, there's a bunch of dwellers in the forest. Are these humans or Eldari? Forest is our home, but the forest is angry. Speaks with gods will appease the forest. We will live as we have
None
before.
shall stand in my way.
Sure thing, buddy. What the? Well, the corpse starch ain't much to call him about, but 20 times 5 is 100. So, you know. That's
Follow
a
my
full
lead.
uniform kit right there. What's going on over here? He who leads forward. Have Tajit style names. A group of lean young people surrounds you, shooting anxious glances between you and the gray-headed elder who has stepped forward. Unlike the rest, her skin is completely free of decoration save for the two-headed eagle, branded on her wrinkled forehead. Speaks with gods foresaw our meeting, Starborn. The woman's accent grates on the ears. Her words sound like a fusion of High Gothic and the most vulgar tongue of the rabble. Welcome to the heart of the forest, where leads ahead in her tribe have dwelt ever since the rule of Quetzaltemer himself. This ruler has ordered her tribe to prepare a feast and warm shelter for our starborn guests. Please make yourselves at home. The elder shifts her gaze to Ulfar. Great spirit of the eagle god, we are glad to see you. This ruler will have the joints of your iron skin anointed with the oil of dire oak acorns, so that they never corrode, and she will have sacred symbols drawn on your precious skin, so that the spirits of this place may have no fear of you. Ulfar grunts in approval. Hospitality is the banner of a worthy tribe. Respect for the spirits of a worthy tribe. Respect for the spirits is the banner of a wise one. Fine planet. Who are you? We are the children of the fiery mother and the pale father who look after us by day and guard us by night. The faithful servants of the two-headed eagle god who shields our lands from misfortune with his wing. We are the ungone forest-dwelling children of the earth and the guardians of the temple of Quetzaltemer, the first starborn who have ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. Eagle god, you say? Is it his brand that is burned on your forehead? Oh yes, the elder nods respectfully. Many seasons have changed since this ruler received the eagle god's blessing and became the leader of this tribe. Only those close to the gods are allowed to bear their brands, and this ruler is one of them. I think Games Workshop introduced Vashtor 2 years ago as god of the Dark Mechanicus, but then never did anything with them. Interesting. I always presumed that the Dark Mechanicus, they still worship the Messiah, but, they just worship, a dark aspect of it. I thought that Quetzaltemer was the name of this place, but you speak of it as if it were, a figure from the past. The legends of this place claim that a long time ago, the first among the Starborn descended upon this world, together with this ruler's ancestors, created the ancient cities and temples, and brought the blessing of the eagle god unto these forests and lands. The fast-flowing time has erased the Starborn's name from the minds of the people. Only his title remains, Quetzaltemer, the first of the chosen, the sky herald of the eagle god and the father of tribes. The flow of time is truly merciless to the meager memory of peasants. Essia lets out a weary sigh and slightly rolls her eyes. According to the works of the archivist Zachary Fine III, Sebastian Winterscale was the first to discover this world for the Imperium's subjects, and half a century after, an ark descended to the planet's surface, the Quetzaltemer. Thank you, Cassia, my beloved. So they worship the Emperor, yeah. They just call him the Eagle God. Over hundreds of years, the limited minds of the rabble have invented their own twisted history, one that the colonists' descendants still believe to this day. Why do you call me Starborn? Because you are the Sky Herald of the Eagle God, created by him from the stars' glow in the night sky's darkness. The one who carries his seal in your image, clad in the armor of our ancestors' most ancient prophecies. Was my coming here foretold? Oh yes, Speaks with Gods is the priest of this tribe, and this ruler's half-brother. He listens to the forest and calls to the earth, wards off the punishing lashes of the skies, and speaks to the Eagle God on behalf of our tribe. Before disappearing in the wandering forest, he told this ruler to prepare for your arrival. What else did he predict? The elder's gaze darkens. Quetzaltemur is enraged by the invasion of the spirits from the darkness that have called a rain of fire and metal upon this world. He demands blood, and blood shall sate the soil. No matter the path chosen by the gods who have come to right the wrong. The spirits from the darkness. So that is how the Monkey of this world see my kin, as invaders, calamity. Weird how they have high-tech ruins still are tribals. I mean, that's a lot of kind of degenerated Imperium, or pre-Imperium, I guess, lands, where basically it was like there was like the calamity that happened in like, I think the year, or like the millennium 25 or something like that. And it took like 5,000 years or so for like the God Emperor of mankind to like unite humanity and then start going back to the stars or some shit like that. Let's out a strange sigh. But these Monkey have neither teeth nor claws. They are not even aware of the most basic technologies that your kind uses. Well then why do my kin burn their world so fiercely? Gilda recoils in fear after making out Urilet's true face with her half-blind eyes. The Starborn will be accompanied by a spirit to put an end to the misfortunes of this world. Thus spoke the priest. Seeing a spirit among the living is wrong. Spirits should stay in the spirit realm and humans in the realm of the living. I think that several gods have set foot on Quetzaltemur. This ruler has already had the honor to greet a Starborn, as strong as a saber-toothed boar, as nimble as a forest jaguar, and as wise as a three-tongued guardian snake. Like a whirlwind, he charged into Quetzaltemur's forest, pacing the spirits from the darkness that had descended upon the world 3 10-day moons before. The Starborn had lost his priest in battle, so he ordered this ruler's brother to help him trace the spirit's footsteps and cleanse Quetzaltemur of their filth. But when Speaks with Gods left his home, something enraged the forest. Thus both the Starborn and this ruler's brother were trapped by the ever-changing paths and lurking evil spirits. The collected data partially matches and completes the data received from the Emperor's vow. Caligos Winterscale descended upon this world, lost the Psyker in battle with Xenos, and found a replacement in the village at the current coordinates. The powers of my kin may have disturbed the wild flora of this world, which then concealed the remnants of the children of Krudarak from the wrath of your rival. This means that they are somewhere in the forest, surviving, hiding, preying on one another. You know where your brother and the other Starborn are now? The woman shakes her head. The Eagle God's Sky Herald wanted to find the den of the spirits from the darkness and destroy it. But the forest of Quetzaltemur is as endless as the skies above. Where the sky touches the forest's edge, the Deadlands begin. The realm of the dead whence there's no return. Yeah, but there's more Golden Age of humanity ruins. Should look way more sci-fi. Ruins look too imperial, in my opinion. Yeah, that makes sense. It kind of seems like they've like just repurposed basically materials and like very yeah. I don't really know much about the architecture. Actually, in this game, you can meet an architect on a football station and have like a fun little conversation with him in like a little side quest. Yeah, I guess my only familiarity with like human architecture in Warhammer would be Imperium architecture. How do you even survive in these forests? speaks with gods, hears the whispers of the leaves, and can commune with the tree spirits. The entire tribe participates in his soothing rituals, and that allows this ruler and her people to tread on safe paths. In a stern, brusque manner, Ulfar asks with interest, "Offerings of game? Protective amulets on the trails?" After receiving an affirmative answer, he gives a firm and satisfied nod. Ooh, maybe some of the settlers were originally from Ulfar's world of, I forget what his home world is. And how exactly do we conduct the soothing ritual? The ritual requires a site imbued with the powers of Quetzaltemer, the heart of our village, and a priest to perform it. Alas, the fire rain claimed many of this ruler's priests, and thus this ruler's tribe can only pray for the mercy of the eagle god and his starborn sky heralds. Fenris, I think that's it, yeah. Nevertheless, this ruler knows that you will bring Speaks with Gods home and soothe the forest of Quetzaltemer. The prophecies of the priests have never betrayed our tribe before, and thus this ruler asks you to forget about your worries and rest here, in the heart of the forest. Then I wish to rest. It is an honor for the ruler's tribe to serve you, O Starborn. Follow the path of light, and you will find your shelter, food, and water. When you decide that it is time to follow the priest and your Starborn kin, this tribe will pray to the Eagle God himself for your success. Okay. What you got here? Ooh. Children of Quetzaltemer Chronicles. A monograph by Carl Emanuel Serubian Doe on the culture of the Imperium's far worlds. Children of Quetzaltemer Chronicles. An analysis of the canvases made from wood-bast fibers showed that the chronicle has been recorded for at least 500 years. The older chronicles tell of a bleak historical period of the tribe's decline due to an unknown virus. The symbols on the canvas resemble high Gothic letters, but the inhabitants do not know the origin of their meaning, claiming that the sacred knowledge was bestowed upon them by Quetzaltemer himself. This character, revered as a god, obviously originates from the Imperium that we know, his exact name either lost or adapted in accordance with local phonetics. The only other sacred symbol the tribe reveres is the Aquila, the two-headed eagle god. Okay, so I guess with Sebastian Winterscale having populated this place, it does make sense that these are Imperium-style ruins, because this is essentially a degenerated culture that was presumably, was originated several hundred or several thousand years ago by, Sebastian Winterscale, a rogue trader of the Imperium. A group of the most interesting canvases, depicting tragic yet heroic deeds, was confiscated and taken on board for further investigation. Many of the words made up from the scrambled Gothic symbols were easy to decipher, such as banished, sacrifice, valley, or land, or lands, as well as death, incomprehensible, and merciful. This part most likely talks about some sort of sacrificial pilgrimage. A priest has confirmed my theory. Any tribesmen who have committed an offense can atone by sacrificium, a journey to the Deadlands full of unknown deaths. The adepts that I have sent to investigate the Deadlands have not returned yet. End of log. I've noticed that the environments in this game seems to feature a lot of generic Imperial ruins, even though they don't always fit. Makes sense, 10,000 years is a long time. Yeah, I definitely, Owlcat is not, a flawless studio, so, they don't always, do one-to-one stuff, but they definitely seem to, have, a pretty good track record. Let's see here. Ooh, Prometheum, good stuff. Holy gift, cargo, nice. Yeah, we love cargo here. I am, after all, a rogue trader. Ooh, that's 50% of provisions. Okay. Nothing too crazy.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Go into the forest.
It's about time.
More forests, a Quetzaltemer. Okay, right. Okay, well, looks like this is a pretty limited area, huh?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Can we not actually get on there? No, we can't. Okay.
None shall stand in
Well,
my way.
let's pop a quick save and get back out into the forests. I'll see if we can talk to them any further. Where... You. Anything more to say to me? No. Cool,
A new
bye.
challenge for me?
Speak, Elantak.
Oh. There we go. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Imperium's enemies wear a million guises. Whether it be the traitorous heretic, the devious Xenos, or the spawn of chaos, their fate is one and the same. To burn in the righteous flame of the God Emperor. The skies break open, the heavy rain penetrating even the dense canopy of the forest. Luckily, the elements relent before long. As the sun emerges once more, the forest comes alive with the singing of birds accompanied by the quiet sound of falling droplets. Crack. Love crack. The vicinity of the... Ooh. The carefully erected place of worship is quiet and peaceful. I am recording the presence of dormant mechanisms. Anomaly, unknown rites have put the machine spirits to sleep in contravention of the established protocols. Pascal, you're our guy.
Irrefutable certainty.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I sense something nearby.
Elite Blast Pistol, okay. Oh, you already have one of those. Yeah, exactly the same. Okay. And Drukhari. Decayed Drukhari remains rest amid the forest of Petatemur along with this world's sorrowful past. Curious. Well, it's the left-hand law, and also this seems like it was the more guarded direction. Part of the forest is obstructed by a thin gray veil emitting barely audible clicks. The translucent curtain ripples and starts moving in the direction of the rogue trader. Upon closer inspection, the veil turns out to be woven from many threads carried by fast-flying bugs. The hive attacks the intruder, then retreats into the foliage, leaving behind burning, itching bites and wisps of shredded web. Rude. Yeah, the characters don't really fit in a party either. Is the albino chicken navigator? Yes, she is. Makes zero sense that someone that valuable would be scouting random room. How do you feel about the writing storytelling in this game? I think it's good. So I'm the rogue trader, which came about as it often does in Owlcat games via circumstances. Cassia is she is to be the Novator of House Orselio, and basically she can kind of, for the moment, do what she wants because she hasn't been made the Novator, and between her authority within her house and my authority as a rogue trader, she has chosen to do adventures because it's fun. Rosarian is my Senescal. He's kind of just a guy. Pascal is my Engineer Prime. Ulfar is a space wolf that I rescued from captivity in a Drukhari city in the Warp. And Juliet is a Path of the Outcast Eldari that I've convinced to work with me. He is basically my expert on all things alien. Or Xenos, as we would say. Yeah, I would generally say that I feel like the writing is pretty good. Increase damage by half. That's right. That's right. What's this? Flash. Nearly doubles their MP. That's actually quite good. And what's this? Physical Winter Scale set up. Camp on the remains of an ancient military encampment. Okay. And then Cassia, my beloved.
Beg your pardon.
Camp was routed. Was it the fury of my kinspeople? They fought monsters from among the Monkey, only to become no different from monsters themselves. Curious.
This explorer tool is blessed with multifunctionality.
Going. And what's this? Tempestus Carapace Elite Backpack. While the wearer's weapon has 4 less base rate of fire, the weapon's rate of fire is increased by plus ballistic bonus over 3 and its recoil is doubled. While the wearer's weapon has 5 or more base rate of fire, hit chance of the wearer's burst attacks is increased by plus 3 times ballistic skill bonus %, and recoil is negated. Oh. So what you're telling me is I need to immediately give this man a high rate of fire bolter. I need to give my man the heavy bolter. Where's the heavy bolter? Please tell me that. Oh no! Alright, well, never mind. Bolt pistol. Nice.
It's about time.
I think that's everything here explored. Pretty recent camp stuff. Yeah, it looks like it. I think I'm on the right path.
None are better at searching.
Ooh, bayonet chain knife. When the wearer attacks a target with any ranged weapon in a 1-cell range, that attack inflicts bleeding 10, the target also suffers plus 25% damage against it. So far, I have a new toy for you. Oh, right. The no crit thing, which really hurts. Fuck it. It'll be fun. And Medicare 95.
Successful.
Fruit gatherers' bodies have been savaged and gnawed up by local wildlife. They likely couldn't leave... Interesting. They likely couldn't leave the area because of the moving forest.
None shall stand in my way.
Before I go talk to Kaligo's Winter Scale and that Eldari who's probably about to die... Let's see what I can snoop at over here. Okay.
Victory awaits.
Let's pop a quick save and let's see what's about to happen. After that elder guy, indeed. Or Eldar. What's this? Ah. Don't sheathe your axe yet, my lord. More game, or their heads eager to lose them. The mountain of muscle next to the laughing rogue trader menacingly rolls its shoulders. You recognize the hulking man as Wharton the Grey, arch-militant Picoligos Winterscale, who accompanied his master, Skir Magni Assessio. Picoligos briskly turns on his heel. The blade of his power axe shines threateningly in the sun, covered in fresh blood. Upon seeing you, he breaks into a bloodthirsty grin. You repeat yourselves, Xeno scum. Do you really believe that I will fall for your trick twice? O Starborn, graciously allow this priest to speak. The one before you was not... Silence! Picoligos barks at the old man, his eyes blinded by blood and rage. I did not feed you to the forest beasts for one reason and one reason only. You may still be of use. You do not want to die with these Xenos. Shut your mouth. Lord Picoligos must have lost his mind. Why else would he mistake the Lord Captain for an enemy of humanity? Avlod lays a hand on his weapon apprehensively. In the name of the God Emperor, Picoligos Winterscale, do not make me kill you. Picoligos shudders from your words, as if from the taste of sour wine. I suppose no Xenos would be desperate enough to feign devotion to the Imperial Creed. Winterscale looks you up and down again, and recognition dawns in his face. That you, new blood? Fancy meeting you here. What in the void are you doing on my world, and in such company? Your servants tearfully begged me to return you to your void ship. I magnanimously agreed. Winterscale contemptuously spits blood through his cut lip. Useless void-born freaks! When I return, I'll tear their legs off for doubting my strength, and their heads, for not being able to settle their problems themselves. Surprised he hasn't gone after the Pathfinder yet. Assess Winterscale's condition. Unsurprisingly, at your first meeting, Picoligos Winterscale appeared before you in a more favorable light. However, under the layer of dried blood and dirt, you still notice a strange detail. The rogue trader appears neither wounded nor exhausted. Having spent a good 30 nights in the forest of Quetzaltemer, Winterscale has merely swapped his dazzling smile for a feral grin and drenched himself in the blood of his enemies. I'll inspect his retinue. The thin old man looks on with trusting violet eyes, and you notice silvery sparks glimmering within. His thin body shivers from the slightest gust of wind, yet you can still sense the power contained in his elderly frame. He nods with a meek smile. A panicked Binaric trill escapes from under the tech priest's hood when one of her mechadendrites goes limp, sparking in multiple places at once. The servant of the Omnissiah gently picks it up and wearily wields her combat tool until the manipulator starts moving again. The tall navigator, in ragged clothes of silk and silver, proudly wears the coat of arms of House Cassini. Half of his face is ruined by a fresh scar left by acid. Lazarus von Valancius? The navigator nods politely. Though he tries to hide it, his voice is filled with pain and suffering. The Slith mercenary looks around viciously, frantically clutching their weapon. Their bodies peppered with wounds, both old and new, some rotting and some almost healed. The yellow pupils narrow when you lock eyes, but the Xenos quickly loses interest. Awareness test succeeded. Wharton the Grey has not changed much since your last meeting, still the same brute of a man with bloodshot eyes and a dull expression on his face. However, unlike Picoligos' other servants, the arch-militant does not look exhausted, and neither does Picoligos. Both are filled with rage and thirst for battle, as if the hunt has only just begun. Yeah, the snake people. You already destroyed poor Xenos' ships. Is that not a great victory in itself? Cease this hunt, and I shall make the Xenos leave your worlds forever. Retreat when the enemy's bones already crunch underfoot. Or, no, that's Wharton the Grey. Retreat when the enemy's bones already crunch underfoot. Wharton sneers. Alien blood must flood the land of Quetzaltemer. Only then will the Xenos have paid for their insolence. Persuasion test succeeded. Ooh, okay. Quiet, Wharton. This hunt truly has dragged on for quite some time. The ever-twisting paths, the paltry game, the dullness of it all is suffocating. The rage on Caligos' face changes to dejection. I may accept your proposal, Lazarus, but only when I am certain of the destruction of the remaining enemies. Of course, that's assuming we find them in this accursed forest. Annoyance and malice drip from Winterscale's every word. Erudite gives you an intent look and curtly nods, her shoulders relaxing slightly. I should like to ask you a few questions about your presence on Quetzalcoatl. Really? And I should like the tenderest sea serpent steak and a bottle of Phylixian Amasa. What misery, for 10 moons already! I have been forced to subsist on grass, roots, and insect larvae. Caligos growls restlessly. Save your questions for later, Lazarus. I'm not talkative when hungry. Let's find a way to the old man's village, and then I'll give you your audience. The old man guiltily lowers his head. The forest home of this priest and his people had always been full of wisdom and life. But the fire rain called by the outsiders from the darkness, one great moon and one small moon ago, angered the forest spirits. This priest must find his way home to the heart of Quetzalcoatl and perform the soothing ritual alongside his tribe. Until he does, the spirits will suffer and twisted trails. Until he does, the Starborn will not be able to return to the stars. Then the first order of business is to return the priest to the heart of the forest and calm its rage. Well, what are you waiting for, new blood? I wandered these forests for 30 nights and didn't find a way to the old Twigs village. See if you bring us better luck. Move out. Alright, buddy. If you say so.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Yeah.
A new challenge for me?
Okay. Oh. Free shit on this court. They're known. Also, there's more place that I didn't explore. Yeah, it's just generic stuff, though. Never. Oh. Yeah.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
It ain't nothing. Alright, let's get out of here.
It's about time.
The rich flora of the forest at times staggers the imagination. Among the trees covered in ivy and moss, the rogue trader notices a spiraling pattern of small white lumps on one of the tree trunks. Someone has cut the bark, causing the milky sap to flow down the damaged parts of the tree, harden from the heat and turn into uneven rubbery cocoons.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay. The irresistibly sweet aroma of fruit teases the rogue trader's olfactory senses, especially after so many hours spent in the stuffy humidity of the forest. But after locating the source of the aroma, he decides against tasting the appetizing fruits. Several mummified corpses lined the fruit trees, their withered faces a testament to their agony, their bodies covered in dark wounds resembling the bites of giant leeches. Curious. And also...
Follow my lead!
Oh, Jesus.
A trivial task.
Oh. Arch Militant Hood. Each of the wearer's critical hits made with a ranged weapon increases their melee weapon critical damage by plus strength bonus until the end of combat. The neurostimulant. Yes. Ah, this is just a navigator power,
Victory
but
awaits!
in grenade
Watch your
form.
steps.
Time-worn Imperium breastplates and chainswords are gleaming amid the mummified remains.
My success was inevitable.
The game's thinking real hard about it. Okay, there we go.
Why don't I go kill someone instead?
Ooh, stupor. If Deadeye shot using this weapon deals critical damage, it stuns the target for 1 turn. Oh boy, that's quite handy. Pascal, you might be using a weapon again. Medicae 60.
Acquisition is possible.
Oh, he succeeded. Oh, holy shit, he rolled. That's basically a natural 20. The unknown captain's body has been preserved thanks to the properties of the local troposphere. Traces of inky secretions are visible on his skin, evidence of poisoning by a rare Drukhari toxin.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Someone repurposed. Why do I have double tabs now? I don't like this. Old containers to build a ceremonial tomb. The remains of Imperium soldiers were placed inside a long time after their death.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh god. Okay, that's as far as I can go. Left-hand law.
None shall stand in my way.
This is obviously the right way. I know exactly what I'm doing. Forest is alive with the constant rustling of thick leaves and the creaking of wood. It is as if the trees themselves are walking around like lumbering, looming people, but surely it is just a trick of the eye. Plants cannot walk, can they?
Follow my lead.
Oh no, we're all turned around, aren't we? Hold on. Maybe I can salvage this. Come on. You know what that tech sound is, but it's just kind of chilling in the background at all times now. I think I might have bugged the game
Victory
slightly.
awaits.
Okay, I guess let's try this path. Right next to the other path. And see if we can get out of this this maze, this labyrinth of trees and grass. The track among the monotonous forest landscapes is becoming dull. The rogue trader's weary eyes are ready to close of their own accord when the usual sounds of the forest are interrupted by a blood-curdling scream. Oh, it's that little
I'll lay
monkey
claim
bastard.
to the stars.
That little bastard monkey who does fake people screams. I wonder if there's a method to this madness. Flora, time staggers the imagination among the trees. Spiraling pattern, right. Rubber cocoons, oh boy.
It's about time.
Oh, okay. Farseers have put up, but instead of relief and peace, the truth of their fate filled my heart with bitterness. Yeah, that happens a lot. What a sly and devious soul you possess, inhuman. You pretend to be capable of feeling so that we might lower our guard. But all I see is a scrawny abomination with a cold heart. My goodness. I wonder if the Giga Medicae satchels can cure, like, puzzled and fatigued. I don't think so. I don't think there's any way, short of, going to the ship to cure those conditions. The critter requires rest, and he soon finds a suitable spot for a camp, a meadow with a few fruit trees. A creature with an elongated body and large blunt claws leisurely descends from one of the trees. Its muzzle is red as if stained with blood, but it turns out to be merely the juices of the fruit from the nearby trees. The fruit has a peculiar taste reminiscent of grouse meat baked in sweet and sour sauce. Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
I'm definitely lost. Now, Pex, come here. I'm not giving you early dinner. It's 2 in the afternoon, Sage. Halfway through the day, the rogue trader discovers a new wonder of Quetzaltemer's forest, a spacious stretch of land overgrown with reddish-brown grass, covered in sickening yellow blisters. No other plant can be seen among the red blades of grass. The answer to this mystery may have something to do with pale spider-like insects crawling on the underside of the blades.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, I guess we'll try this path and see if that gets us out of here. Wonder how much time passes in between each of these. Also, I really do wonder if there is a method to this madness. I have to presume there is, I just don't know what it is. Flora, the force at times staggers the imagination. Okay, yeah, we've seen that line before. Oh, this is a new place. Alright. I guess we are incapable of understanding the wonders of that wreck. That trail is gone. Ah, fuck it, we ball. Yeah. I wonder if this place is like a craft world of some sort, and that's why you need like a Psyker to commune with it or something. For several hours of traversing the forest, a small mountain blocks the way. Something about the pattern on the stone seems wrong. A few moments later, it becomes clear that there are cogitator parts glinting at the base of the mountain. The machines appear to have grown into the stone itself along with the dirt and grass, the only proof of their artificial origin being the occasional flashes of lumens powered by some random, unknown impulses. A carcass is lying on a flat stone nearby, cut open and sacrificed to an unknown god. You've been here before.
A new challenge for me?
I wonder if they reuse places or if I do need to backtrack. It's unclear. I presume there's some sort of pattern, but I have yet to figure it out. Never seen an anthill of such size before, but the most disturbing thing about it is a xenoskeleton tied to the anthill with bonds made from some unknown material. The Drukari weapon stuck in the corpse is the only detail that can point to the perpetrator. Being eaten by ants is a horrific torture that makes the blade in the back seem like an act of mercy. Most uncharacteristic gesture for this race.
Victory awaits!
Well, mayhaps the blade in the back was just there to, to immobilize the victim instead of, euthanize them. Come here. Come here. Ooh. Quite a few hours pass before something worth noticing finally shows up amidst the dense forest. A pile of charred human bones lying in a shallow pit, and in front of it, like a standing stone, a broken fire cultivator with melted nozzles is stuck in the ground. Other corpses can be seen in the grass nearby, just as old and charred, but distinctly non-human. Scattered alongside those are Xenos weapons, covered in dirt. Some of the weaponry appears to be in working order still, but it's possible to get some use out of it. And of course, Xenos loot.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
And I'm just taken back to a place I've already been. I guess we'll do this. I haven't done that path yet. Oh. I'm just going in circles. I don't get it. Unless I'm just supposed to just wander blindly for, you know, half an hour. In which case, I think I'm doing great. Hours of wandering bring the rogue trader to a tall, sprawling tree. Something shiny is stuck in the foliage. Coming close to the Lord Captain recognizes an obsolete heavy void suit model that has been subsumed among the growing branches. A heavily damaged skull bears its teeth from behind the murky glass. At least their death was quick. As far as we know.
None shall stand in my way.
Who's my good kitty, huh? Who's my good kitty? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Trek among monotonous forest landscapes is becoming dull. Blood curdling. Okay, it's that thing again.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
I guess
challenge for me?
I can try these paths. Since there's two of them. It's two whole attempts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, Sage. Who's my good girl? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. In the shade of the tallest trees in the area of the forest, the rogue trader spots mushrooms that come up as high as his waist. Strands of sponge-like tissue hang from under their pale lilac caps, almost reaching the ground. As soon as the rogue trader approaches one of the mushrooms, the strands draw in, the cap rolls up, and the mushroom spews out a cloud of reddish spores. Perhaps it would be wiser to give this place a wide berth. Perhaps it would be.
It's about time.
Alright, if going backward doesn't work, I guess let's go forward again. Sprawling tree, heavily damaged skull. Yep. Okay, so going...
Follow my lead.
Heading forth. Work.
I'll lay claim to the stars. None shall stand in my way.
Period. Did I miss something in this area, maybe?
I won't tolerate weakness. A new challenge for me.
No. Okay, well, going forward seems to have consistent results. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, already done that.
Follow my lead.
The only way we can go from there... Well, we could go back and see if it takes us back to that place where we met up with Kaligos, or takes us elsewhere, but... You know... Sage, what are you doing? Come here. Okay. Rich Flora, yeah. Which one did I do? I think I did this one, so I'll try this one now. Oh, there's no loading screen this time. Wait, this is where I started. Small hill crowned with an aquila, double-headed eagle totem made from the plasteel and rockcrete components of an ancient ship. Foot of the hill provides a much less scenic view, however. The soil is stained brown from all the flesh smeared upon it, contrasted only by the white specks of bone shards mixed into the dried-up bloody mess. Damn it. What if we just always... Hold on, is this... unexplored? We'll try it. New Wonder, Spacious... Yep, we've already done this.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
And then let's go... this way, question mark? Yep.
It's about time.
Yep. I think if this stops working, what I'll try and do is just always double back and see if that works. Just whatever area I come from, if I'm capable of... I'll just use, you know, basically the nearest exit to the area. I'm also not sure whether getting a loading screen is a good or a bad sign. Waste time mushrooms. Yep, been here before. Alright, I'll try what I used previously, which is the left-hand law.
Follow my lead.
Left-hand law got me this far, so maybe it'll get me a little bit further. Maybe. Or maybe not. I'll try maybe like 2 iterations of that, and if that doesn't work, then I'll try the doubling back strategy. It could also be that I'm just like stuck in some glitched loop, but I suspect I'm just experiencing a skill issue. Yep, that's the screaming animal. Is the left-hand law working? I don't know. Let's find out. Give it maybe like two more loading screens. Pop, 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 pop. Where did I steal that from? I think that's... Isn't that like the sound effect that like the ordinary sausage guy does? Or the...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
On. I don't think this is working, but it almost feels like it's taken me back where I need to go. Is the left-hand law truly the pinnacle of gamer moves? No. Okay. Alright, it's time then to do the doubling back strat. Of just touching whatever I spawn on and seeing if that somehow... If spinning myself around harder than how the forest spins me around somehow gets me to go in a straight line. Go backward to go forward, and so on and so forth. Guys break open, the heavy rain penetrating even the dense canopy of the forest. Luckily the elements relent before long. As the sun emerges once more, the forest comes alive. The singing of birds accompanied by the quiet sound of falling droplets. No, this is spit us out where we met.
A new challenge for me?
Okay, well. Shiny. Yeah.
None shall stand in my way.
I am kind of at a loss. I'll try and do the come back the way that I arrived here thing, but I don't think that's doable, because I think the way that I actually arrived here was, is like fully blocked off by, like, you know, underbrush springing up. Yep, yellow hind paws.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I think it's the far door, not the near door, that I'm supposed to, for the non-loading screen transition, that is. Did I just accidentally come across Caligos by sheer luck, and now just, you know, luck's run out? It would be kind of funny.
It's about time.
We're gonna go back the way I came. That would be the way to go. Even though I came from that here, which would imply that... Oh boy. I could also try and, you know... I don't know what I could try. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm losing it. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna have to become a Google gamer.
Victory awaits.
Left hand lock? Question mark. That brings me. I wonder if the answer is all the paths that don't give you a loading screen, and the loading screen basically indicates you fucked up. And now you gotta, like, you know, we gotta reset and throw you somewhere at random. If so... Yeah, let's do that. If that's the case... I don't think that's
a new challenge for me?
If that was the case, then this would be the wrong exit in this area. I'll try and test this theory. So, by that logic, that would be the wrong path. In theory, you've already discovered the right path in this area. It would be this exit. That's no loading screen. Then we know that this exit gives us a loading screen, I think. Or does that one not give us?
None shall stand in my way.
That doesn't give us a loading screen. I think the distant raging fires are simply migrating. It's difficult to say. However, spacious meadows have now been replaced with dense forest, and the trails have changed direction once more. I don't know if that's flavor or not. I
won't tolerate weakness.
But if let's test it. Let's test it. Let's do the same thing we've been doing. mushrooms, yeah.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Or maybe it's interesting. So we know this seems to be a reliable loop. Going there and then going to the right. That gives us a reliable loop.
Victory awaits.
Let me try something slightly different. Probably should be reading that just in case it is something new, but let's try going left this time. Okay, so that gives us a loading screen. So by my own theory, that would tell me that this is the wrong way, but we know that what would by that theory be the quote-unquote right way is taking me for a loop that is presumably never ending and therefore can't be the right way. Yep, that's
a new challenge
for
me.
And then going here would presumably... Corn, fries... Okay, so this reliably takes us to this area.
None shall stand in my way.
That reliably takes us to this area. Does this reliably take us to a specific place? Maybe I just need to start memorizing what takes me where, and then figure out what doesn't take me back to some place I've already been. What's actually taking me to new, to novel places. Filing pattern of small at once.
Follow my lead.
Right. Then let's try this far path. See if that takes me anywhere interesting. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? We are currently lost in a forest. We are two retinues of rogue traders traveling together. We're lost on some accursed forest planet. Inhabited by proto-imperial savages, question mark. And droplets. This takes us here. From here we can either go right or left, or back the way we came. Let's try left.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay.
It's about time.
Fuck. I guess let's try here. Probably not going to take me anywhere important, but, you know. Okay, yeah. And then...
Victory awaits!
Yeah, this takes me back here, and this path takes me, I think, back to that that sort of hub area that I've been exploring out from. I think. Or maybe this takes me back to the place that leads to where I met Kaligos. Gosh. Through the day. Yeah.
None shall stand
God.
in my way.
I guess let's try this. I haven't tried this again. This will probably bring me to where I met Kaligos. Yeah. I already know where that goes. Thanks. How's your experience been with the game? Pretty good. I would say there are a couple janky parts, like this forest labyrinth seems to be a little funky, but overall, I would say I quite like the game. The progression feels very good, very satisfying. You gain levels pretty
I'll
fast,
lay
and each
claim to the
individual level
stars.
isn't necessarily like a huge change in your playstyle, but like all of like there, there, you have tons of options for talents that look like they're going to be real good. Right.
I won't tolerate
And
weakness.
this way, right. Okay, where does this take me then? I don't know if I've tried that entrance in the area. Yeah, it's have you played any other Owlcat games? Because if you've played other Owlcat games, you'll know what I mean by kind of jank places. Any upcoming games that you're excited to play? Gosh, upcoming. I'm not sure that I'm. This was kind of like the main upcoming game that I was looking. Wait, I found it! Holy shit, I found it! Let's go! Oh, thank God. I don't know how I found it, but I found it. But yeah, this
Follow
is
my
basically the
lead.
main thing I was looking forward to. Okay, cutscene, yeah. Us walking. Everything happened just as speaks with God's foresaw. The Starborn are back, and with them our... Enough of your bleeding, old hag! I already told you your speech offends me so. It offends me so, it makes me want to cut out your tongue. Krigos waves the woman away and turns his flinty gaze on speech with God. I'm sick and tired of aimlessly trudging through the woods, old man. I am a hunter, and without a quarry, turn into quite the beast. Humbly covering his eyes, the priest nods slightly. Speaks with gods is ready to conduct the ritual, O Starborn. The heart of the forest is calling out to me. So let this priest serve his gods, not in word but in deed. Goddamn. Fighting games with Tekken King fighters. Gotcha. Yeah, I suck at fighting games. I usually don't play them. Mainly because I suck at them. It's done. This good-for-nothing Psyker has finally proved himself useful. Scale looks around the settlement with a bored expression. I intend to have a good night's sleep and enjoy the local delicacies. One good thing about Quetzaltemmer is that the fruit here is sweeter than Calixian honey and more tender than the meat of a young grouse. Get some rest as well, Azarus, and remember, it's better to go hunting when you're full of vigor but slightly hungry. The hunger adds acuity, makes the kill more intoxicating, you know? Let me know when you're ready to depart, or if you decide to share a few stories and come to the bonfire. Not often that two rogue traders can indulge in confidences away from prying ears. Winterscale sardonically clicks his tongue and nonchalantly salutes you in farewell. Okay. Let's see. What can I thought? Did you create this the little PNG tuber model? Yeah, I made that in just like free illustrating and image manipulation software. Speaks with Gods welcomes you, Starborn. His violet eyes are reverently trained on you. How can Speaks with Gods help you this time? Tell me, how did you and Winterscale survive all this time? Actually, tell me about yourself first, old man. Speaks with Gods is the name of this humble servant of the forests, rivers, and mountains. For when the two-headed eagle god speaks, this servant listens, and recounts the words to his tribe, and the tribe carries out his will. The old man closes his eyes, and his body sways to the rustling of the leaves and the babbling of the stream. This servant of dreams, nightmares, and reveries can see things that others cannot see. What has transpired and what is yet to be. Your appearance in the heart of the forest, and... the priest falters for a moment. The consequences it bears for Quetzaltemmer. I like art. What consequences of my coming to this world did you see in your visions? The Sky Herald stands at the crossroads. I see all of his choices and see none of them. But this servant knows one thing clearly. The Starborn must go to the Deadlands to destroy the one who should have been long dead. Suddenly the old man throws his head back, his body shudders, and droplets of blood burst from between his clenched teeth. The sunset rays will paint the heart of the forest crimson if the darkness leaves it, and the two stars will part, then meet again. Crimson, crimson, the fading light can still be saved! The priest covers his face with his hands and breathes slowly, finally coming to his senses. Forgive this servant, Sky Herald. The waking dreams are often the most painful. Of course. Tell me about your tribe. We are the children of the Fiery Mother and the Pale Father, who look after us by day and guard us by night. The faithful servants of the two-headed eagle god who shields our land from misfortune with his wing. We are the ungone forest-dwelling children of the earth and the guardians of the temple of Quetzaltemur. The first Starborn to have ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. Tell me about Leads Ahead. Leads Ahead is the half-sister of this servant of smoke, fire, and ash. He was the first to emerge from the mother's womb and thus named the next ruler of the tribe, and this servant was the shield to fend off disasters from his ruler. Many years later, when the gift of the eagle god awakened inside this servant, Leads Ahead named her brother the priest of her tribe. The way of speaking is strange, just like your sister's. The old man looks down, embarrassed. Forgive the servants of Quetzaltemur for their speech, O Starborn. No matter how much the ancestors tried to pass the language of the gods onto their descendants, the tribes seldom use it, for the gods only descend from their heavenly palace not more often than once in 3 life dwells. Oh. The lingo-cultural analysis of the target's speech suggests that the expression 3 life dwells equals 150 standard Terran years. I have other questions. Oh, nice. This servant knew that you would say that. Did the ritual truly make the forest safe? The priest nods affirmatively. The spirits from the darkness brought the fire rain down on Quetzaltemur, killing many of the tribes who had cared for the forests young and ancient. This blasphemy enraged the guardian spirits, but as soon as this servant of the wind, rain, and sand soothed them with the ritual sacrifices and divine sorcery, their wrath gave way to mercy. Did you not foresee this in your visions? The dreams come and go, Sky Heralds of the faraway stars. Sometimes the servant of the gods can understand the mystical visions of the days of old or the future. But even speaks with gods cannot fully comprehend the divine design of the two-headed eagle god. Sometimes I am blind even when I can see. You're a good man, even if you are an unsanctioned Psyker. The old man smacks his lips, pleased with the praise. Blessed is a life that serves the two-headed eagle god and his sky heralds. Tell me, how did you and Winterscale survive all this time? The Starborn who carries the seal of Quetzaltemur's descendant is strong in both body and will, as befits a god. This servant, like the rest of his entourage, had grown weak on just the 7th night of our journey, but the Starborn continued to lead us fearlessly, pressing forward to seek out the spirits from the darkness, even among the twisted paths, delivering the sky's judgment. This servant of the grass, flowers, and trees regrets only the imminent death of the Starborn's companion, the one you call the Senescal. He quarreled with the ironclad guardian, and his words enraged the Starborn, and thus he slashed the unfortunate man's body up with his axe, and threw the remains to the wild animals of Quetzaltemur for them to feast on. Do you mean to say that Winterscale killed his Senescal? This servant saw everything with his own 2 eyes. The old man pauses in hesitation, then continues. It is not proper, perhaps, for a mere speck of dirt under the heels of a sky herald of the two-headed eagle god to muse upon the deed. However, the servant did sense with his entire being the rage that possessed the Starborn at that moment, and the ironclad guardian reveled in his god's wrath. Ironclad guardian? I suppose you mean Caligo Winterscale's arch-militant. Morton the Grey seems dangerous to me even on our first meeting, but our times together spent wandering through the forest cemented this notion. I must take my leave. May the two-headed eagle god shelter you under his wing, O Sky Herald. He who leads forward. Hope you ain't got nothing to say to me, eh?
A new challenge for me?
Over that? No.
None shall stand in my way.
Any other notable individuals? I guess I could talk to Kaligos. See what he's up to. Anything created? Not really. Not really. This is more hobby right now. I'm not really dropping money on it. Nice walk, wasn't it, Lazarus? You may have helped us navigate the living force clutches, but don't let it go to your head. I would have managed by myself sooner or later. Sooner or later. I have some questions to ask of you. One day, you too will grow sick of all the talking, and then you too will choose shooting Xenos on a wild planet over endless intrigue. Fearful notes ringing in Kaligos' voice. Fine, we have plenty of time, so be it. I will give you a private audience. If your Corda knew how close-knit we had become, she would have surely branded us conspirators. Let's discuss the Eldari problem. Care about them that much, new blood? Go ahead, then. Try to convince me that the vile Xeno scum deserve the mercy of Kaligos Winterscale. But remember, you only get one chance to try. Interesting. Winterscale I've heard of would never have thrown his protectorate to Corda so easily. Winterscale flinches as if from a blow and doubt darkens his gaze. Testing the boundaries, are we, Lazarus? I like your boldness, but you shouldn't stick your head so far into the beast's throat. I shall consider your words, and that is all I shall promise. I hear you decided to oppose both the Lord Inquisitor and the Corda dynasty. Avoid Kraken may eat them both for all I care. Acting as if their war on heresy in the Expanse is just starting. I've been living it for decades, and I don't need an inquisitorial preacher, and I certainly don't need Incendia's goodwill. Me about Quetzaltemur. Anquis are curious to be sure. Quetzaltemur is a planet with a rather dreary backstory. A long time ago, it supplied my great-grandfather with tons of succulent fruits, and thousands of cargo containers filled with a special building fiber processed from the local forests. The population all lived in large cities a safe distance away from the tangled paths and trees, and this quiet life was dashed by Xenos raids. They burned down the cities and shackled our people faster than our ships could help. In the end, the local governor ran away, leaving the remaining people at the beast's mercy, and the people in turn fled the big cities that attracted the Xenos. And that is how the forest that the rabble feared became their salvation. The planet fell into decay. There was no one to populate the cities, and there was no one to extract resources. Quetzaltemur expected 3 new arcs filled with settlers to arrive from the Imperium, but in 500 years, not one of them reached the Expanse. Do not turn your gaze to me, Elantak. It was not my kin who desolated this world. How'd you survive in the forest all this time? Forest of Quetzaltemur, not like the jungles of Catachan, new blood. The only thing that can kill you here is your own stupidity, or an unfortunate coincidence in the new form of a stray Xenos, or a rare predator. Rainwater for breakfast, nutritious larvae for lunch, and fermented fruit in place of wine for supper. One could not wish for better hunting grounds. He laughs, then falls silent, evidently unwilling to share the details. Notice that your people look utterly woebegone while you do not have a single scratch on you. That means that my people are weaklings, and I shall change that soon. As for me, I've been of stout constitution since the day I was born. First, Kodigos shrugs his shoulders indifferently, but after looking closer at his companions, he raises his brows in surprise. It seems that the rogue trader just realized the validity of your words. I also saw the corpse of your senescal at the forest camp. The old man was a weakling. That is why it's dead. That's what happens when you can no longer fulfill your duty to your master. Hey, background noise. Good to see you. Morton grins in contempt, his entire being expressing his disdain for the senescal. Morton's test succeeded. Kodigos carries himself with an air of indifference, but the sudden furrows of his forehead betray his regret. Many fine warriors have perished on this hunt. Raise a toast to their name when you can. Well, it's time to go seeking Ildari. About time indeed, Lazarus. Kodigos gives you a friendly pat on the shoulder and summons his retinue with a gesture. May take a while to find their trail, but Wharton here has a keen eye and a sense of smell can rival any old dog. We'll do just fine, especially with the force being on our side now. Let's go and try not to fall behind. Hell yeah.
Victory awaits.
Get in there, but demolition 32%? Jesus. Okay. Any other way in there?
Time.
No. That is quite the shame.
The All-Father created me for carnage, not for this.
2 resonance grenades, 2 melta charges. Alright, alright.
Follow my lead.
Let's save. Saving real hard. Oh boy, it is saving real hard. Okay. And let's get in formation. Alright, now please will you fuckers let me speak before you fight. Oh, god damn it. Eldari Guardian. A stately Eldari warrior steps forward, calmly looking at the intruders. His armor and its adornments gleam in the sun despite the traces of dried mud and caked blood. The Farsi has instructed me to send you away, Monkey. The smooth voice of the Xenos sounds out of place in the rough wilderness of Petatemera. However, I recently stopped meekly heeding their counsel, and besides, there is my sister among you. I am curious what the outcast's message is. Vain rhetoric, a masterful display! Your temper, brother mine, you ought to quell. Bravado has no place within this play. Indeed, the merchants proved this all too well. This actor excellent who did alight upon the stage, now will this piece complete by choosing a finale apposite. Who shall survive and who their doom shall meet? Nocturne of Oblivion's mournful horned mask avidly tracks your face. I do not know about you, Lazarus, but those Xenos bastards are giving me the creeps. I don't know about you, Lazarus, but these Xenos bastards are giving me the creeps. Kodigos shifts his excited gaze from the Eldari warrior to the solitary man. This one in the dappled motley. I want to kill him, right now. Orton the Great bares his teeth. In anticipation, clutches the hilt of his sword. Nocturne of Oblivion, it has certainly been a while. What are you doing here? The solitaire bows theatrically. With embers glowing cupped in my 2 hands, I bear them through the deluge to the hearth. The Harlequin's metaphor implies he has been accompanying the surviving Eldari for a while now. It is not clear to you what hearth he is talking about, but perhaps he managed to find them a new home. The Xenos made their camp among the ruins of an ancient city of the Imperium. Only the alien growths of the Xenotech and the wreckage of the Eldari ship disturbed the picture of the centuries-old devastation and rebirth. Despite the demonstrative ease, most Xenos are pushing themselves to their limit. They are exhausted, nervous, and frightened, even if they hide it well. This may have eluded your companions, but not you. I am here to resolve this conflict peacefully. A tapestry complex is peace, and one that many threads demands for warp and weft. For this design 3 wills together spun, its greed will sate in hands of weaver deft. The gruesome scars of past distrust bewailed, with compact subtle gauze shall now be veiled. Playing with your prey like a cat. Fine, new blood, you are still young. Remember that patience is not my strongest suit. I do not think we have anything to discuss either, Monkey. The deeds of your kin have spoken louder than words. There is grief on the Xenos' face. My home, my family, my people, my Kujarak. Everything is gone because of you. What are you talking about? I killed the homunculus in Komorra with my own hands. And you believed a flesh sculptor was so easy to get rid of? The minds of Monkey are dull and undiscerning indeed. Your ships are destroyed, Kruderok is lost, and so are the Farseers. You sacrificed everything to protect this world. Why? The warrior sighs tiredly. We did not attack this world, Monkey. The last of Kruderok's children assembled once more to scour the master of flesh, Tervantius, from the memory of the universe. The homunculus who abducted and tortured the Farseers from our craft world. We learned that he is hiding in this world, but something prevents our Farseers from discovering his lair, and so we were forced to act decisively. The Komorra Master of Flesh is here? Juliet ignores the veiled confession and inhales hungrily, doing her best to remain calm. We must destroy him. This is what we are here for, outcast. Stretch out your hand, grasp the spear of vengeance together with us, and plunge it into the dark heart of the Architect of Torment. We call purging an entire world a decisive action. Our Farseers, those whom we managed to save, could not name the exact location of the flesh sculptor. Even after our ships had circled the world for the 3rd time, something prevented them from seeing the truth. Something powerful. We knew your patrols would soon discover our presence, and so we decided to do something else. To exterminate the homunculus alongside the world he had chosen as his refuge. Eldari shrugs vaguely. The Monkey are flooding the galaxy at the speed of a meteor shower, and this world will repopulate, eventually. Is a single world not worth eliminating a powerful enemy who threatens hundreds of such worlds, both yours and those of my kin? How about we wring the necks of the puny vermin, 8th Vathor? Winterscale meaningfully raises an eyebrow. And you still deem him worthy of conversation? I will adjust your yet. Iliad's gaze wanders from Caligos to the Solitaire, from the Solitaire to the Eldari warrior and back again. Not cast among her kin and strangers alike, a sorrowful burden that not all can bear. You still think your kin is worth saving? I never doubted it, Alontak. To you the deeds of my kin may appear cruel or even criminal, but spending enough time among the Monkey granted me clarity of vision. Sometimes you treat your own kind even worse, in pursuit of baser goals or personal gain. Yet proudly squares her shoulders. The homunculus is a threat to both our species, Alantak. You know well that what his dark heart and perverted mind are capable of. Tervantius must be destroyed, and my kinsman took on the role of a vengeful blade. Just the Eldari, though. The warrior stands motionless, only occasionally casting a worried glance at the Solitaire. Tell me about the homunculus. Where is he? I will not say a word until you let my kin depart from this world. The warrior squares his shoulders, but whether out of fatigue or to make his words more impactful is hard to say. You lost your world and are now depriving the others of theirs out of vengeance. Why do you think you're different? How dare you compare a dragon to a lizard? Starlight to the dim glow of a guttering candle. There is fury in the Eldarian's eyes, as well as doubt. Make no mistake about your inferior species. A single child of a Surion is worth thousands of your kind. Examine the camp. Lay down your weapons, and I promise to judge you fairly. You're getting out of line, Lazarus. Quetzaltemur is my world and my domain. I've already passed sentence on the Xenos bastards. Warrior brushes Caligos away like a bothersome fly. We are not looking for your justice, monkey. We are yearning for retributions. I'll just Caligos then. I do not support the methods of the Xenos, but I understand their motives. Perhaps they could pay you compensation. Even if I wanted to pay you off, we lost the wealth of Kruderak along with the craft world itself. Bargain for my life with a monkey, I would rather go into the eternal night. That can be arranged, Xenos. Caligos chuckles evilly. The only compensation I accept is blood. Caligos, you shouldn't kill the Eldari. Huh? Why? I need to know more about the homunculus. Not care less about your interest, Lazarus. You know what I've been scouring for these... you know what I've been scouring for these cursed woods for almost 30 days and nights. Don't you dare ruin my fun. Look at you, look at yourself, Caligos. You're becoming a monster whose only desire is to kill. Stop tugging at my conscience, Lazarus. Sounds vile, like Incendia from my nightmares made flesh to ruin the mood. Caligos grimaces in frustration. Your words seem to not have angered but upset him. Don't take you and all misfortunes in the galaxy along with it. Winterscale gives you a clap on the shoulder. The expression on his face is mysterious and almost sad. I must confess that all the dismal talk gave me a migraine and made my old wounds ache. Do you want to save these Xenos? Suit yourself. My grace, I entrust you with the lives of the enemies of humanity. Have fun. You'll be heading back now. What kind of hunting is it when the prey does not even struggle in your grasp? I'm disappointed. Caligos flashes a provoking grin. And don't you think I'm going to forget about your words and promises, Lazarus? We will get back to it later. You're welcome, you fucking annoying-ass space elves. Juliette brushes a strand of fiery hair from her forehead and nods appreciatively. I know how difficult it is to go against the will of your kin, and yet I cannot hide my joy that we have both lived through this moment, and came up with a tale to tell. After all the suffering that the Monkey have inflicted upon the children of Kruderak, after all the punishment we have inflicted upon this world, my heart remains troubled, knowing that we have tempered our grudges for a while and have parted without a fight today. However, I dare not complain. For my kin, the hour of triumph has arrived at last. Once the Master of Flesh is no more, we can go to the edge of this stellar expanse, away from the gaze of Monkey, and peacefully wait the arrival of our allies from distant stars. What are you talking about? Shiren K? Juliette stares intensely into the eyes of the Eldari warrior, but his gaze remains steady and calm. What kin from the distant stars? Outcast Juliette, I have some good news for you. Our Farseer has managed to contact the children of the craft world Alaita, and soon your fellow outcasts will visit the part of the galaxy called the Expanse by the Monkey. They will take us away, give us a new home, and... Shiren K keeps his gaze on you, wondering if he should continue. Is that what an adherent into the path of the warrior wishes to tell me? These words meant to comfort my heart. Juliette's words ring with contempt and desperation. Oh, Assurdian, your children once again seek to appease their pride by sending their kin to the Monkey worlds for slaughter. The Farseer's mistakes doomed Kruderak, Shiren K, and their excessive cruelty and thirst for vengeance almost ruined those of us who managed to survive against all odds inside the void between the alien stars. You know it just as well as I do, but you keep doing their bidding. Oh, Shiren K, You could take the webway gate and go away from the dangers and tribulations of the expanse. You've chosen to stay here instead. You are dying. You are feuding with the Monkey. Have the children of Astardian spilt not enough blood? Has been losing our home not enough? Why do you wish to expose even more of your kin to mortal peril? Credin K's iron will falters under your relentless pressure. It is too late to change anything. The deed is done. The will is honored. The outcasts from Alaitok will come to the local stars, and we will leave alongside them, sister. Yet the plan of your kinsmen is insane. Convince them to relent before it's too late. It will take the warriors of Alaitok many years to discover the webway gate capable of bringing their strike force into the expanse. Perhaps you will be too old by then, and on your deathbed you will hear the tidings of the children of Asurium coming to exact their revenge. For some reason, your words bring a faint smile to your lips. Worry not, Alaitok. It is my turn to rescue you and your people. Rescue me? How? Like a forgotten shadow, the solitaire steps into the light and leans forward with interest, a spectator watching the culmination of an exciting performance. During the exile, I met many companions who temporarily joined me in my endless travels. Juliet closes her eyes. One such companion was a fellow outcast who had already completed many paths. It was he who told me about the ritual of unity, an exciting opportunity for one's spirit to reach out and touch the infinity circuit of the craft world, familiar to the Farseers who perform it. Shiden K said that the Kudarak Farseers have already contacted Alaitok. This means I can too. Has the darkness of space driven you mad during the exile, sister? Shiden K recoils from Juliet as if from the scorching flame. Not even the ones walking the path of the seer with all their power risk joining the souls of the ancestors inside the circuit. They are wise and know that the ritual is perilous for the soul. Your chances of success are simply negligible. You would die before you achieved anything. And even if you would not, ask yourself fairly, why should the ancestors listen to a simple outcast? Like you said, Alaitok is a world of my fellow outcasts. They are not going to hurt me on purpose, and this is giving wings to my hope. Look me in the eye, Shiden K. Do you wish to end the suffering of our kinsmen? I can see the reply on your heart. You must accept it and help me. Though Juliet's words are addressed to her kin, she is watching your reaction closely. Spence has had it rough lately. We do not need trouble with the Eldari either now or in the future. Unless the warriors of Alaitok arrive in this part of the galaxy, the sons and daughters of Kudarak are going to perish among the worlds of the Monkey. Is this the fate you wish for us? We will have to find another way. I understand that it is not easy for those who have lived all their lives sheltered within a craft world to accept that sometimes life leads us down different paths, but the path that you and the Farseers have chosen only leads to more pain. More pain? Perhaps you managed to prevent the death of our kinsmen in Warhammer Lathan. Arbenian told me everything that happened. Yet I object to this ritual if it is your life that is at stake. I am sorry, Alaitok, but it is not up to you to shape my destiny. Not this time. I did everything I could, Shiden K. You know what you should do. The solitaire does not intervene, but shifts his gaze to Shiden K, as if expecting to hear the last line of the play before the curtain falls. May Asurian forgive his children. Shiden K sighs and gestures to a few of his warriors. Fetch the Farseers. Tell them the outcast wishes to perform the ritual. You will wait for them here. What? 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 The strange energy that permeated the clearing where the paths of humans and Eldari happened to cross is gradually dissipating. All eyes turn to Juliet, the Eldari who managed to survive the deadly ritual and woke up looking thoughtful and enlightened. Have you survived? Surian showed you mercy, outcast, and so did our ancestors from the Infinity Circuit. Tell me, sister, what was their answer? Hmm. I am tired of the Farseer's blindness and my kinsman's hatred, Shaidan. All of the choices of our people led only to suffering and the loss of our loved ones. I no longer wish to be an accomplice to somebody else's hatred and pay for the mistakes of the ones who were supposed to guide us toward the light, but led us into oblivion. Iliad glares at the nearby Farseers. I convinced my kin to divert the river of their anger. The outcasts' cohorts will arrive to the expanse unseen and unheard, but not for the sake of war. They will find and take away those who remain, the last sons and daughters of Krudarak, and then they will leave the Monkey stars without a trace. Forever. The angry Farseers try to object, but Shaidan gently interrupts them. Brothers and sisters would not dare ask you for more, Iliad. I understand your choice, even though my spirit cannot fully accept it. Iliad, are you alright? Zeldari sorcery looks dangerous. I am fine, Alantak. A gracious look and a slight smile underscore Iliad's words. Thanks to you, I have finally reached the end of my path. This path. And I am grateful I had you to walk alongside me. So what is happening now? After the Master of Flesh has been dealt with, Shaidan sighs tiredly, a faint shadow of a smile gracing his face. We will go home as soon as possible. I read you have Kaligos and brought back Iliad. Do such acts not merit or reward? Ooh! Shaidan gives you a long and penetrating look. The gratitude of the children of Surian to your kind is a precious reward in itself, Alantak. But I have been watching your kin for a while now. As a gesture of goodwill, I suppose I should reward your labors in a way more customary among the Monkey. He makes an elaborate gesture, and one of the Eldari hands you a parcel. This is my first and probably the last gift to one of you, Alantak. May it serve you faithfully as it served the children of Asurian. You still hope to find the homunculus. Eldari produces an unknown xeno-device. The Farseers could not divine where the Master of Flesh makes his lair, for an unknown force is hiding him from the penetrating gaze of the Wise Ones. The children of Asurian have never encountered anything like this before. Having circled the world several times and having failed in our search, we ventured to unleash the pent-up fury on the planet in hopes we would be graced with a fortunate accident. Alas, the fate of the Master of Flesh remained unchanged. The Farseers could feel the beating of his black heart, but were powerless to do anything. This is when our rangers began to deduce the coordinates of his lair based on the readings of the Wise Ones, and the lands untouched by the fired weapons. And they would have succeeded if the Monkey had not attacked our fleet. The Eldari device thrums, and a holographic projection of the world with several marked coordinates appears in his palm. I will share the information I have gathered, for I hope that even a Master of Flesh will not be able to elude two pursuers at once. I would not mind cooperating in the future. I do not think this is possible, Monkey. Our temporary alliance will run its course as soon as the ships of my kin leave the expanse, for I hope to never come back here again. Very well. Iliad, will you not stay with your kinsman? I would be lying if I said I had not thought about it, but you were helping me and my kin this entire time to the best of your ability. Did I not repay you in kind, Alantak? I would be glad if you stayed. Then so be it. Iliad folds her fingers in a familiar gesture of trust and accord. Very well, it's time to track down the homunculus. We will search the part of the world where the local star sets down. You should go where the star awakens. Good hunting to you. Look at that! I managed to resolve something peacefully, which was not very dogmatic of me, mind you, but... Nice. Okay. Now.
I won't
Loot.
tolerate
Loot.
weakness.
Goods! Dirt-covered moths. Ooh. You know, Stanzo, I miss the times when fire cultivators were only used for working in the fields. Back then I thought, by the throne, damn that forest. Can't take your eyes off it for a tick. Well, it'd mess with production. Nowadays, the Enforced is the only thing that can defend people. Who'd have guessed? And we, the Silvarius, are the only ones who can pass through it. We have our fire cultivator intact, that is. I did hear, though, that one of the astropaths managed to lead a group of 50 people through the brush, but nobody has heard from them since. The enemies of humanity got them, didn't they? Come meet us halfway. I'm leading a new group, and the Promethium in my cultivator is running out. I see. Well, that's cool. You can actually sell. You can sell that as like loot, or you can throw it into your like Mechanicum Creations loot rather. Ooh, Eldari goodies. Thrin Kaleen. Eh. By penalty or become blinded for 1 round. I see. So what's that? Part of the warrior's turn, veil degradation is reduced by -1. I see. Also, what was that armor? New Eldari armor! Let's see. This messes with her dodge a bit. But her willpower is not more than 70. However, that takes her from... So it doubles her armor. It increases her armor by 30, reduces her dodge by 30, basically. I think that's probably worth it. It'd be nice if I could get her the plus 15% armor, but her willpower is just not. Yeah, it's just... Oh, it's a two-handed weapon. Ah, Naruhodo. Let's see. Well, I'll hold on to it. We'll see if I desire to use it later. How do I get off of this area and into the next one?
Victory awaits!
What's this? Oh, that's not valid terrain.
A new challenge for me?
Boo! Fake terrain, boo! I guess then I gotta return from whence I came. Oh! Okay, so we go to the Von Valencius shuttle, and then presumably we go... We airdrop to, you know, wherever the... Shelters the rendezvous point. Oh, I need to go to the rendezvous point. I think. Oh.
Follow my lead.
Oh, that's what the game means by rendezvous. Okay, I see. Abandoned camp to the Von Valencius shuttle.
I won't tolerate weakness.
What is it?
Okay, maybe I do need to go to the shuttle and then go up to the Act 2 abandoned camp. No. Let's lift off from this planet, and then from the sky, we will figure out wherever the hell the homunculus is. Because fuck that guy. Or maybe it's the shuttle that'll get me to where I need to go. I could see that. That would make sense as a
It's
quality of
about
life
time.
thing. The Void Ship Bridge. Nope. Okay. Really, if you think about it, by allowing a handful of Xenos to live, I've saved countless Imperium lives. Thousands, millions, maybe even billions. And then, let's see, we need to go back, we need to hit the Expanse map, then we need to go back to the planet to Quetzaltemur. I need to go to the homunculus's laboratory. And with us we shall bring... Yeah, I like this current squad. Anything I'd change up? Nah. No, we're fine. Maybe Abelard is... Oh, but his int sucks. Yeah. Never mind. I was thinking about a particular item. That's right. Oh gosh. You will continue to be the face of the party. Alright, fuck it. You use the Eldari Runestone. I'll use the Signet Ring. Alright, fuck. Don't know what that was. Is this it? No, it's the Warp Reflex Ring, which I remember doing something cool. Right. As much as I like the Trampled Cult Danner, being able to riz motherfuckers up is quite nice. Oh, I'm on the full thing instead of the Warp Reflex. No, it's like somewhere down here. Yeah. Okay. $160 persuasion. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
Victory awaits.
I guess I'll pop a save. And once that's done, figure out what's going on in here. Layer of ancient dust covers the walls, floor, and equipment. Some cells. Cool.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Okay.
A new challenge for me.
Well, so far we've been doing the left-hand law on this planet, so I guess...
Keep a sharp eye.
Ooh. This.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Informant ripped every bit of useful knowledge from its memory. Of course, that filthy,
I'll
yucky
lay claim
homunculus
to the
would do some
stars.
shit like that to a sacred cogitator.
Grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Okay. Interesting. The awareness check didn't just...
You bite like a pop.
We
okay.
must act.
Cassia,
Nothing
my
I
beloved.
can't do.
Abelard, my loyal servant.
Not a problem for me.
And... Funny big man.
Nothing I can't do.
Strange log. The notebook contains detailed observations, formulae, and diagrams, and is thickly covered in a viscous greenish liquid. Almost all pages are firmly glued together, their contents turned into blurry stains. Experiment number 78. Outcome failure. Subject capable of maintaining minimal vital. Falls short of every requirement. Degree, you have something physical, maybe abnormalities and deformities unacceptable. Failure. Upon being removed from the capsule, the subject's vital processes ceased and an excruciating matter following a brain hemorrhage and multiple internal sources of bleeding, I guess. Experiment number 13. Or 130 something? No, I don't know. Outcome partial success, specimen capable of maintaining basic vital processes, but only if continually neurally mutilated by means of mutilated by means of drilling through the elbow, knee, and hip joints. Oh wait, no, something... Only continually neurally stimulated, maybe? By means of drilling through the elbow, knee, and hip joints. Outcome, something the last, something subjects conform to the minimum requirements, but their capabilities are limited. They're incapable of learning. No capacity for... They have the original organism. Okay, curious. Right. Spectators are deep in dreamless slumber, and the sacred unguents on their connection ports have long since...
Centuries of service and practice.
Searching is my observance.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
Toxin, toxic flamer. Flamer's attacks also inflict toxin at the same level as burning is inflicted. Ooh. No armor penetration, though. That's a little rough. Toxin grenade and an antitoxin. Yoink.
None shall
Okay, that's a
stand
little bit
in
of
my
insight.
way.
They're doing science TM. I know there's a fight waiting for me over there, but before I get to that...
You make my soul uneasy, Seer of Shael. Is it your third eye? Or is it something else? Whatever it is, do not come any closer.
Okay.
I will say the same to you. The glare of your soul dazzles my sight. To the point of pain, to the point of tears. We should keep our distance.
Medikit and ceramite plating. Okay.
Follow my lead.
Well, you know what that means, boys and girls. It's killing time. Let me check my formation. Yeah, that's all out of whack. So you need to be further up. That's more like it. Yeah. I think that'll do.
It's about
For some
time.
reason the game seems to be shitting its pants a little bit, like the frame rate's gone down. Did I save? I have not saved. There's a pain, visible, tangible, sensations are absent entirely. Beta grotesque, alpha grotesque. Some foul aberrations. Yep. It all looks to be just about the work of our
None
good
are
friend
better
the
at
homunculus.
searching.
What did you find? God damn it, woman, tell me what you found. There was something that he could see here that we couldn't see from here. Yeah, I've got no clue.
Smite the Xenos.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Suffer exquisitely.
Fucking A. Well, just get as far forward as you can. Same with you, Abelard. Pascal. Do that. Cassiel, my beloved. I think you and I need to do some light jogging to get toward our dear enemies. How far we'll deal with. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, well this will be an interesting combat. Yeah, I'm happy with this formation. Where are you at? First things first, that guy's already marked as prey. Mark this guy.
Stop trying, monkey.
A specific weapon is required. Oh, probably have 200. Okay. What's this weapon do again? Group attack. Move after attacking. Attack has no cooldown. Right. Over penetration, all that good stuff. I guess let's try and
If I
weaken
must.
the big guy, TM.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This
And
tedium
then
is
this will
beneath
take
me.
effect until the end of combat.
If it serves your cause.
Nice. I mean, not amazing, but, you know, 48 damage is pretty nice.
I am
And
not
then
your Xenos
we'll do
pet,
the old
monkey.
razzle dazzle. Alright, that fella's a little bit fast. Dumbass. Interesting. Very interesting.
Our foes reek of
Concentrated
cowardice.
fire. This is... Offhand right is the flamer.
See
Yeah,
how the
bonk.
wolf succeeds. Silent flesh. My instincts tell me to refuse. So shall it be. Wolves reign.
Bonk. I forgot to do
None can
confident
do
approach.
better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Oh, what the f- Oh, there's a letter! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit! Okay, I will need to address that. Oh, I guess Pascal can handle it. Cassia, my beloved.
Emperor, give me strength.
Bonk.
Grace. this, at least. Isn't this a job
Bonk.
I'm not accustomed
And make
to
them
being
bite each
ordered
other.
around.
Press the advantage.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
100 damage, and yeah, it's immobilized. Let's go. Okay, good. They don't have odds to make their own podcasts. It's a good sign.
I've seen worse battles than this in my
You
time.
deal with the beta. Devastating attack.
Someone else can do this.
It dodged. Has really fucking good odds to dodge. Jesus Christ.
At your beck
All
and
right.
call. Target well struck.
Okay, that's really good. Let's test. Get kicked,
Victory
nerd.
is imminent.
Let's go! Get fucked, dumbass.
Suffering is part of the trial.
God, you're in pain. Why don't you fix that Pascal first off? And then, since you're in a good spot now, why don't you let's go and study. That's okay. That's not useful though. How about this? Sure. This. Alright, time to die. Holy shit. That was a damn near 300 damage attack out of Pascal. Hot damn. And why don't you reduce its damage?
Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Yeah. Just setting it to 92. Yeah, I'll press the advantage, fuck it. Mind Rupture. Or that would be, yeah, let's do Mind Rupture. Huh? What the fuck was that? Fuck, yeah, okay, well, that sucked a bit.
Suits my purposes.
Give some resolve to the homies. And then let's
Nothing
Cassia,
I
my
can't
beloved.
do.
Let's give you
Already
an extra
done.
turn. Cassia, my beloved. Give him the old Scourge of the Red Tide. Since that fucker's prone, he won't be able to get out of it. And then, fuck it, we ball. Abelard
I shall
kill.
not fear.
Is it still sworn enemy? Yes. Okay. Well, in that case, it's fun time.
I will do my duty. Grey hair, sure hand. Oh, an
Three.
exemplary strike. Indeed. Grey hair,
Four.
sure hand. At your back and
And
call.
5.
An exemplary strike.
That was insulting.
Who yet? This fella seems to have forgotten who and what he is. Why don't you remind him? Also, where's your shot? Where's your bonus doohickey shot? Oh, I think that's it.
If I must. Ancestors, guide me.
Let's see.
I understand your intent. If it serves your cause, this tedium is beneath
Boink.
me.
Nice. Nice. Ulfar. Kill.
Wolves, I will carve runes out of your bones. I don't like that. Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks. I hunger.
Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well.
So it shall be. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
Reload. Okay, well, that's that. Cassia, my beloved. No, that can remain there.
Be careful not to
Try
cross
and
my
stop.
gaze.
And then boost it.
If I may.
Bloop.
See what, Captain?
I guess touch of
Isn't this a
anger.
job for the serfs?
I'm amending.
That'll be your turn. Abelard. And he dodged. Fuck. Abelard,
Victory
kick.
is imminent.
Fuck. And he dodged again. Let's see. I think he needs to reapply this. And then Daring
No
Breach.
matter the cost. At your
Devastating
beck and call.
attack.
Indeed.
And he failed to fall prone. Fuck.
I will do.
Fuck
my
it, just
duty.
keep hitting. Oh, it's stunned.
It will be done. Target well struck.
And
Grey hair,
fuck.
sure hair.
Okay. Pascal. Why don't you finish this sucker off?
Request approved. Running binaric override.
Nice. Then do the old buff debuff.
Request approved.
How many stacks? 2. We can fix
My
that.
vow is to serve. Requests approved.
Okay, that's a lot less dodge. And now This guy doesn't have any more loyal subjects. Is he stunned? Yeah, it is. Okay. In that case, 2 or 106. Yeah, let's do that.
Forge ahead!
Yeah, bonus.
Too easy. Suits my purposes.
Here he at. Finish him off. Beautiful work, team. Upgrade the shuriken pistol. Rate of fire 7, max ammo 18. And that's it. Okay.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Scout.
Operation successful.
Ooh. Free shit. Doombringer Hood. Whenever the attacker makes an area attack, this attack deals additional direct damage equal to the target's deflection. Okay. Okay, yeah. Already done
I'll
did
lay
it.
claim to the stars.
Yep, more shit. And more free shit. Then Lord
A
Xeno.
trivial task.
The deformed, feeble, and crazed creature is a pitiful and clearly unviable copy of the homunculus Cervantius. Pieces of flesh, skin, and bone are stuck in the dark, sticky sludge that covers the tables. Okay. Well, this is all pretty barbaric. At a distance, the creature resembles a homunculus, but at a closer look,
None
it's
shall
more of a bad
stand
character.
in my way.
Pop a save before we go any further. In case the game shits its pants, as per usual. And it's killing time.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Ah, I see.
Victory awaits.
That ladder is not climbable. Okay.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
It's about time.
Free shit. Ooh. Okay. Cage bars and floor covered in caked on blood. Torture device, been placed out in the open. It clearly sees regular use. Sounds about right for Drukari.
Tolerate weakness.
Especially this particular bastard Drukari. The corpse in tech priest garb was shot in the head. More likely a cold-blooded execution than a death in combat.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Ooh! Really, yes.
My success was inevitable.
Okay.
Watch your steps. I have learned
Follow my
much in
lead.
my exile.
I suspect that the story will progress if I go this way. I don't know that for
None
sure.
shall stand in my way.
But, the lift call is unresponsive. Okay. I see. Naruhodo. Oh, I hear sniveling like
It's
some
about time.
dirty Drukari bastard.
A trivial task.
With bones still running down the wall of the large heavy glass capsules. Oh. Oh, these frames per second are really scuffed. Feeling like fluid sim. Okay, now it's a little better. Oh. Is that you, my dear Cervantius? Cervantes the Irish Machinator. You're looking at several completely identical homunculi at work. A disturbing sight. The indistinguishable and familiar faces turn their attention toward you morosely and almost indifferently. The homunculi start talking over one another. You, one of them hisses through his teeth. How dare you, echoes another. Show up here alive, a third one finishes. This is even better, though. Now I'll cleanse the shame of my death with your blood, and then transform you and the scum you've brought along into something useful. Their colors, horrible, frightening, tattered shades. Only a madman could do something like that to himself. What examine the homunculi? The homunculi are twitching slightly, as though from invisible electric impulses. They look virtually identical, yet each seems to be missing something, a limb, an implant, even a facial feature or two. The single gaze of the many faces no longer seems full of haughty superiority, and some kind of a shared defect also shows. What is this place? I killed you with my own hands! A meek giggle rolls like a wave between the homunculi. They answer all at once, an ominous choir filling the room. Have you forgotten that I am a great master of the flesh who has transcended death itself? Do you think it would befit me to let a monkey cut my path forth? But you are not immortal, and we both know it. Juliet clenches her fists and gives the homunculus a look that can incinerate him. I am going to kill you as many times as it takes, in the name of my fallen kinspeople and in Kruderek's name. What is this place? It does not exactly look like a Drukhari laboratory. A stupid question, the answer to which is of no importance to one who is about to be taken apart. Well, why are you here and not in Tamora? Because of you, specimen! Because of your feeble wit and your deplorably stubborn reluctance to die! In the thick silence, several clicks are heard as the copies move their limbs in an insect-like fashion. But I had to finish what I had started. And it's the masterpiece that had been taken away from me because of you. All because of you. Oh, I see you found new company, Cervantes. I haven't finished yet. And one corporeal shell is too few. Deplorably, unacceptably few. Once my work is complete, not one monkey in the world will be able to destroy me completely. You're just a coward hiding behind a panoply of masks. Well, pluck off every last one. Am I talking to one Cervantes or several? Is each one of you a separate individual? One, many, what difference does it make? I'm on my way toward infinity, specimen, toward tenuous, limitless immortality. The hole in the ceiling is a peculiar design choice. What happened here? The identical faces look annoyed and spiteful. For a moment, it seems the homunculi are about to reply in unison, but a barely perceptible electrical impulse stops. One of them scoffs and mutters through his teeth. It's more proof of how unreliable partnerships with lower life forms are. Awareness test. You notice? One of the homunculi glance at the hole in the ceiling. Fury contorts the Xenos' face. Cervantes is unable to hide his anger at what happened. Whoever did that, and whatever it was that they did, it infuriated him a lot. I've seen the body of a tech priest in this lab. Where did he come from? Explain. The homunculi are quiet, and then they giggle. Their revolting sound makes your skin crawl. Scary, isn't it? The thought that you're not the only monkey who serves me. Try and guess, specimen. Try and guess. Oh, don't worry. Trust me, this time I'll tell you much quicker than the last. Different from others of your species, specimen. This time around, I want to study you much. Study you much, and I mean much more thoroughly. Which necessitates your death. And I hope dying once doesn't suffice for you.
I'll wipe you from the face of the galaxy.
Ooh. Ooh. How tantalizing. So many more opportunities to kill this vile Drukhari bastard. Okay, there's the real one, and then the little bitch boys. Oh, and they're bleeding. Okay, they're... No, some of them are bleeding and some aren't. Also, I wish I could level up in battle, but I don't think I can. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. A 14 experience gain? Really? Oh, I see. Okay, no, it's more like 700 experience points. No, more like a little under 600. Okay. Oh shit, am I just realized I might be a little dumb. I said that this stream was going to be short. And that's because I have like an appointment at 9 minutes ago. So I saved right before the dialogue. I am going to just cut off the stream here and go and attend that appointment. Next stream, maybe I'll do it later today if I have time. We will continue here, and I'll probably just, you know, go through the dialogue the same way I did previously. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you next time. But until then, stay safe.